What up, y'all? You know who it is. Your boy Jaded Kiss, you know what I mean? Right now with Chris Strong. Shout out to Camden, New Jersey, all my niggas out there. Let's get right into it.
Let's go.
BTBTV. Chris Strong, man.
Yo, boy, let's get him, man.
Yeah. Right now off playing. Used to get busy with them guns in my hand. 4 or 5 all black 9 with a grand in my pocket and be cool as a fan. BTBTV, we're not playing. Y'all just talk, we back it up and down. Sideways, that's what y'all saying. I'm Kanye. It's the boss talk, so you clowns just fly away. Hop on the bridge, throw your frame off the highway. This not a game, this is business, this is my way. Real talk, your opinion is nothing to us. We gon' stay on chill, long as you don't violate, but it's not fair. We can be cool or your worst nightmare. We the best, I swear. And you could be my friend or enemy, I don't care. You better beware. Cause we coming for the whole pie and we don't share. No, it just ain't fair. But we the best, I swear.
Yo, we the best out there
in the mix. A project politics, my mood kinda sick. Name well known from the hood to the sticks. 100 on the highway, flying so fast, burn the gears when I shift. Some people kick dirt on your name, what shoot you gave them. Broke your back for them and they got the nerve to play you. Kick raps door off, pushed and shoved my way through. Bum rush the kitchen, put my floor up on the menu. Jealousy be hitting up in jokes. That's why I stay serious like David Banner turned in the Hulk in pure form like the Pope. Haters get infrared beams with the scope, so run and get ghosts. We fight good, boxed in like Floyd on the roast. I'm the great black hope. And we the team, and they know it coast to coast, and it just ain't fair. We could be cool or your worst nightmare. We the best, I swear. And you could be my friend or enemy, I don't care. When you better beware. Cause we coming for the whole pie and we don't share. It just ain't fair. We the best. If you with us, put your lighters in the air. No, it just ain't fair.
BTBTV.
Just ain't fair, man. Yeah.
Let's go, y'all. Let's get it.
Yo, Born. Show them how we do this, man.
BTBTV. We rolling the bowling.
No run, no retreat.
Yeah. Give a process salute, my boy.
One more time for y'all in the back. Y'all slow
it, man. Just.
Yo, John Gotti flow, rap Pablo, Escobar status, rap game Corleone. I can show you how you lay back and watch your pockets grow. Stay away from devious women, end up like Papa Smoke. Y'all wake up every day twitching like yo, I gotta post. I wake up every day mission. It's $1 million notes. Dominoes, bodies drop, rot stink like hollow toast. Broadway, man, if you know, then you know. I came for everything they said I couldn't have. Got that and then some, and then some. My ones on overload, say y'all overdose. Your rappers in the tight squeeze and that clutch like Cobra rope. The okie doke, we don't go for that. All she wrote, another tale from the street, death and horror flow. The projects like a ghost trying to haunt your soul. Another tale from the street, homicide the folks who want to play till them guns scream adios. Another tale from the street, black mafia. So Don Corleone mixed with Al Capone. Another tale from the street, like an opera show. These kids be acting to their life movie, curtain closed. Nowadays, your foes will plot you wearing Malcolm X hats, 666, the devil on his shoulder, won the death match. Reminiscing when more street ninjas was off the hook, chasing D's up off the block, trying to run and get the force, blood on pavement. He's 12 years old and he tough to play with. He don't go to playgrounds, that's his fiends who want their vein stick. We can't miss, we can hit the target with our hands behind our back, our eyes closed and half brainless. Don't play with us. Another tale from the street, death and horror flow. The projects like a ghost trying to haunt your soul. Another tale from the street, homicide the foe
Pull on a plane to them guns straight out of yo.
Another tale from the street, Black Mafia. So Don Corleone mixed with Al Capone. Another tale from the street, like an opera show. These kids be acting till they like movie curtain close. Yeah.
BTBTV, the movement, niggas.
It's the movement, man. Yo, Born.
Jersey Rich,
let's get him. Let's get him.
Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button, y'all. We getting started. Jersey Rich. Peace. Peace. Cuban crisis. Salute. Salute.
Yo, before I start, let me say peace to the 5% nation. Salam alaikum. Alhamdulillah. Rahman to Allah. All the true Muslim brothers and sisters in the building. This is the King of New Jersey. This is BTBTV, where we bully the bullies. I'm your honorable host, Born Divine Almighty Allah. And like I said before, we ain't no Bloods or no Crips. We doing our own thing. BTBTV that started his own game. Like, nigga, what? Let's go, y'all.
Man, if I'm Big Meech, I'll smack the shit out of 50, man. Acting like he a rat lover, then he don't mess with rats after that.
So we're gonna get started on this topic. Hey, Mac Mizzle, what problem you got with my homeboy 50 Cent, bro?
Yo, I don't like how he's moving, bro. He's moving real like girlish. He's girlish, bro.
What?
Like, come on.
Oh, Mac Mizzle. Mac Mizzle, you got that long hair. Mac Mizzle, you got the long dress. Don't go to prison, nigga.
Yeah, he already coming out. What do you mean he coming out soft and all this other stuff? Meech did that man wrong, bro. What you talking about? He could have, man, you supposed to be 10 toes down. I know he ain't supposed to be obligated to him, but he did put his son $1 million in his pocket. At least.
Oh, hold up. Little Meech is worth $8 million right now. His net worth $8 million.
He wasn't worth $8 million when his daddy was in jail.
That nigga worth $800.
What about 50 Cent? Where's he at?
Fuck 50 Cent, that little bastard, man. Like I told y'all niggas, man, I don't fuck with this loyalty, bro. I don't.
Another man's son, right?
Parcel. No cursing on this platform. I don't mess with this loyal people, yo. I don't care if my kids, my mother, my daddy, my grandmother, my granddaddy, my wife. If you disloyal, I'm not rocking with you, yo. Period, bro.
Nah, that logic's flawed because
I'm waiting for you to get to the clip, boy. Let's do it, man.
I'm gonna get to one clip for you right now. I'm gonna get to one clip for you right now. Hold up.
A clip, you know, because all this rat harboring and then hating rats after. That's some shit.
Oh, Matt.
Let me go real quick.
Now he want to expose him. Get him, Matt.
BMF. Like, when did you?
When I first heard about it, I was like, look, in 2003, they would come around like there was guys that had relationships. They were so embedded into the music business because when you can find your pockets, people like you around. Right? When you like at the nightclub, I apologize, my phone ring.
Good.
Not DJ Drama, that one that got robbed in Toronto.
And Puffy can't buy champagne because you bought all of it. They start to have to speak to you. There's no fun here tonight without anything. You know what I'm saying? So it starts everybody's relationships that actually develop. I stayed away from it because I know who I am.
Yeah,
and I know how easy it is for me to. I might have bought something. I might have got too involved or too into it. Or just it would have been easy enough for people to make me involved without me being involved. You know, and I was doing too well. So it's like I'm making $40 million in 03. And then you're looking and you're going, they got what? They done what? Okay, keep that shit far away from me.
Did they ever reach out to you back then? Because, you know, at that time, Meech was he was around everybody. So
yeah, you could. They would reach out and stuff like that, and I would avoid it.
Yeah,
because it just wasn't good for where I was at. I was like, nah, because everything else that was going on says I would do it, and then I don't have to if they want to make it they wanted to make that what it was, then it would have just been that.
What's interesting enough too is part of BMF's movement with Jeezy and how Jeezy came out and his album and everything. I always related it to it was the Southern Get Rich or Die Trying and how the movement.
Look, I look at Jeezy, the support that they offered him in those early stages. I don't think there's Jeezy without BMF.
Right.
So it's important. It's an important component, but I hadn't had a whole bunch of communication with Jeezy about it until we reached those stages in the storytelling.
Is Jeezy gonna be? He in?
Of course, I want him to be a part of it. And
this AI trade finder will handpick you up.
All right, y'all. What y'all think of that right there? What 50 was saying?
Yo, that nigga full of shit, man. You listen to that goofy ass nigga talking all that bullshit. What the hell are you talking about? DJ Drama, the nigga that got robbed in Toronto. Man, all these niggas is flawed, bro. Yo, look. BMF is an international across the country crew.
Them Detroit, yo. First of all, let me say something. Let me say something real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
First of all, them Detroit niggas don't like New Jersey or New York niggas. That's a fact. Because them niggas country as hell. Listen. Them niggas country as hell. Well, hold on. Listen. Them niggas country as hell wear pink gaiters and fucking bullshit ass clothes. Them Detroit niggas can't fucking dress. Parcel, I'm gonna use the F word, but Detroit niggas can't dress. Especially that nigga up for the Bay TV. His sucker ass can't dress. He ride and chase rats. He was on. One second. First of all, he was sucking off Apple from New York. Now he's talking about Big Meech from Detroit. He harboring rats. You want to talk about harboring rats? That nigga up for the Bay TV harboring rats. Let's keep it real.
Which rat do you harbor?
Alpo and Big Meech.
Hey, boy, I differ from what you saying about the Detroit cats as far as in the daytime, like when I was up there in the D, first of all, D cats don't wear nothing but D hats. You know, they different from any other part you see anywhere
them
else.
Niggas, them niggas can't dress, God. Them niggas
okay,
don't dress
now
like
hold
us,
on. Let me finish. Hold on. Let me finish what I'm saying, boy. Because I'm from a different era of y'all. So let me finish what I'm saying, right? In the daytime, them niggas is bummy as hell. Nobody wears nothing out there. But at night, when they going out to the clubs, as far as I'm not going to take away from the Detroit players, man. You know, you might not be from the era of the Gators and all that shit and the Minks and all that, but Detroit is a dressing town. Now, as on the surface, no. But we dealing with what was said right there in 50 Cent's right there what he said up there on that platform, right? So I'm gonna take it from Detroit and I'm gonna take it to Atlanta around 2005, the end of 2004. I was down in Atlanta with my peoples, you know, when I first came through and I was hearing about them and, you know, the signs that they had up on the billboard and everything else. I've been around a lot of individuals that got money, but Meech and them was a whole different class. How I was directed, because, you know, people would say, well, oh, you know, the OG is capping or whatever. But my man that I was running with at that time, I'm going to call him El Segundo. We was moving about $1 million worth of weed at that time. That's when the mid was like really up and doing our thing. We was going out to Tucson. But how I was connected with them is mainly through the strip clubs. And my man El Segundo, he had a chick named Kima. She originally from out of Queens. She been in the music industry for a while. But at that time, she was selling real estate. So she was involved to the point that she got Meech and them a couple of their houses and everything like that. But mainly being up in strokers and you know, strip clubs and I think it was called the
Big
Quero.
Pony. Big
Yeah,
Pony.
they
Yeah, I know.
them brothers was the first individuals that I really see that could take over the whole atmosphere with what
Thank
they
you,
was
dog.
doing. Me personally, you know, as an old timer, my whole
The
thing
competition
is
is them
at the
fucking
beginning
Italians.
running into them is that
Mm-hmm.
it's no way that you could flash like this and do what you're doing without them boys being on you, you know, and we was offered the cocaine thing, 13.5 and everything else like that, but that was past my cocaine era. So, you know, I wasn't looking to go in that direction by no means, because
We was
traveling on
making
the
more money
highway
anyway
with
at
a
that time.
couple of hundreds of pounds or whatever of weed compared to 1 kilo of cocaine is a whole different thing. So what I got to say to that is that with 50, he did it too old school, because why would you jump into a game or even deal with individuals that you know that's out there on the streets and they making moves like that? So that's why he made that statement that when I came back and I was introduced to them, I didn't want to have nothing to do with them, because you know, anybody that's around time don't change things. And that's what got us really Father UC King up with right now in these day and time, because people think that it's going to be a different outcome or a different result. But when you balling like that out on that, out in the free cipher like that and spending money like that, you got to expect the
Back.
feds to come down on you at one time or another, you know. So I could see where 50 was coming from. And we just got to keep things real, man. When you get to the next level in things, you can't bring what you was doing out in the street into that game. Yeah, Meech and them might be making 70 million at that time, but how long is that going to last? So I say that 50 made a wise choice and a wise decision by not jeopardizing his career, knowing that he's getting $40 million at that time doing the tour
Back.
legally.
Back.
Why would you
But with
want to involve yourself with some street niggas that's getting money? It's different levels
what
to this at all time,
Taboo
and
is
it's a whole lot
wise. You a
more
wise
that
man,
we
man.
got to play today. So I'm not, you know, I'm not gonna get into it because I want Born to get to that video that I sent them. But y'all can all
Hold
add
on. I'm about
well,
to
we
on.
get
got
this shit right now.
we got to
Hold
remember
on.
this.
I'm going a little bitch right now. Hold on. Go ahead. Say what you gonna say, bro. Go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
go
Say
ahead.
this.
You can play it. Go ahead.
When we play right now, when we play that shit,
Yeah.
this little Meech. Hold this little Meech right here.
The reason behind it, you know, and he knows how to make things that people thought were serious. He knows how to play with it, you know, and to the point where people be looking at it like it ain't that serious no more.
Right.
You know, he just, I let him do what he does. You know, that's like my second dad. You know, I talk to him every day. That's my mentor. So he lead me in the direction to go in when anything happens, you know, because stuff happens all the time. So he always know how to play different things, and he knows different ways to go about it. Because 50 is a creative genius. He's a genius with everything he do. Like, he has a reason behind it, you know, and he knows how to make things that people thought were serious. He knows how to play with it, you know, and to the point where people be looking at it like it ain't that serious no more.
Right.
You know, he just, I let him do what he does. You know, that's like my second dad.
Boom. That's why Big Meech bad. That's why Big Meech is mad, bro. You heard what his son said? 50 is like my second dad.
Meech not mad.
Tomato. Throw
Hold
tomatoes.
first. I got started off properly though, man. For one, salute the Cross. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cross. Cross make sure he tapped in today. He out doing community work. For those of y'all that
Salute the
already
cross.
know, you
Yeah.
know, he traveled
Mentoring
to
the
the
youth.
schools
Where
and
you
talked
go?
to the youth and all that. I don't know. He just pulled out, but salute to him, man. But what I was saying I just want to before I get into that clip, I just wanted to piggyback off of what Shabu was talking about earlier, and 50 was absolutely on point with that. But if you think about it, Meech had a lot of rappers around him, but the ones he had around him, it's like they needed that street to be validated, that they was around them guys from the streets. You got somebody like 50 that where he came from, 50 was already getting money in the streets. He was already around, millionaire kingpin, so he knew what he was doing when he chose that path.
Yeah.
As far as what Little Meech said, I look at it like, as of now, Big Meech failed his son twice. He failed his son twice. The first time he failed him, not only was he getting his street money, he was so concerned with the spotlight. He always wanted to be seen. He knew he had a young son.
That's true.
All the money he was getting, bro, you in clubs, you doing this, you want to take care of the whole world. You want to do all this and that. It got you all of that time. I don't think that he upset with his son. I think Meech is a selfish type of person. For him to come home and to make that move, he didn't do nothing but put his son in a tight predicament. So if 50 want to get rid of that, now you cut off a lot of money, more money that your son could have potentially got that was legitimate. On top of that, now you're getting your name smeared that certain people might want to politic with you. And on top of that, 50 might, pretty much do like he was doing back in the day where he was talking to people and blackball you when you were trying to get certain contracts and all of that. So right now, 50 failed his son twice. Meech failed his son twice.
Yeah. Hey, I wanted to say too, at that time, I was experienced the whole Jeezy movement. That's how I ran into a lot of them, the soldiers or whatever that, they was throwing a lot of promotion parties and everything like that for Jeezy to get on. Um Even at that time, really, when they was going at the Billboard thing, before Jeezy, the only person that was really rapping that was from the streets was Blue. So that right there
Nah,
within
yo, bro, what
itself.
is this Blue, bro? You gotta think about it. It's also was that other nigga. What's the other nigga named Gucci Man?
Yeah. Well, that's kind of sprinkled in, but I'm saying as far as like the person that they had in the forefront that they was kind of pushing with that, and once again, that's taking the street and involving it because like I said, that whole Billboard thing like just like blew my mind because I'm like, you in the underworld, but you got the audacity to put your shit
But sometimes the
for.
best way to hide something is in plain sight. Remember,
Oh, true.
they
But
got
I'm
locked
just
down by
saying that
selfless
when
people.
you dealing with publicity, like
Like
it's
check through
all of us.
iPhone 6,
If you gonna go that far out there with that, you want to kind of make sure that you legit to the point that them people can't reach out and grab you, because at the end of the day, whether it's Puffy, whoever it is, however lifestyle that you live in on that level, when you got to go from that lifestyle to being behind them bars, which all of us know what that's all about. That's a rude awakening right there. And just to add a little bit about what 50 Son just said right there, for a youngin to come along and respect you like that, besides just putting the money inside Little Meech's pocket, just being around 50, period, you gonna get jewels. I'm not no rider for nobody. I don't care one way or another, but we on a panel speaking about, a topic. So just keeping it real, that if you being groomed like that and you're around a person that is of 50's caliber that we know that street and also has risen to the heights that he's risen to in the entertainment world, that said a lot for Little Meech to be saying, yo, 50 is like a second father to him. Like in our math, the father is the leader and teacher and guy, of his household. So I just looked at that right there, as a profound statement coming from his son, and now you coming out here causing a whole lot of discrepancies by the moves that you making as the
Facts.
father. He's the father, so he should know the best moves to make, other than having your son being placed in a position now, not to just economically cut him off, but cut him off from future ties, with bigger and better things, because messing with 50, no matter how they want to say it, I hear them joking Tony Yayo all the time. But if I'm moving with a cat that's taking care of me, and I'm loyal to the point I take a bullet, do whatever, because they eating, they living the life that people want to live. So how could you clown an individual and say, yo, that's his son, that's this, that's that? If I'm somebody's son and you making sure I'm eating millions of dollars a year, then you know what I'm saying, I'll be a good son.
And he is a good son. Actually, you know what he did? When Meech got home, he gave him a big bag, straight out off the string. A salute to his son for that.
Hold up. And I want to let y'all know something. Y'all see the chain that Meech is wearing, right?
Yeah, that's his son's chain.
That's his son's chain. All them BMF chains, his son's chains that his son bought, and his son gave it to his father.
That's deep.
That's a good son.
Yeah, but it's a good son. But it's showing that Meech didn't have that money when he came home like he had. Everybody think he got. That nigga was mad at Jeezy because Jeezy didn't
They
pay for
took
that
all the
lawyer.
money from Meech? They took all his
Hell
money?
yeah. Hell yeah, they took all that money, bro.
Yo, ball, get
took
to
$1 billion
my man.
from Meech.
Ball, get to my man.
I'm gonna get to it right now. Hold on, I'm gonna get to it right now. Hold on.
Let's go.
I'm gonna get to it right now. Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna get to it right now,
baby.
bro. This is my boy right here. This is my bro, man. Yeah, I've been rocking with this nigga for years, yo. Hold on, let's go. Let's go here. You said for 48, right?
Yeah, about 47, 48. You can start out either one. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
in trial and went home, but he exchanged information with
he got in trouble and got indicted too. So that's why, and on top of that, knowing that he's messing with Tammy, that she's an informant, Big T definitely felt the fun back. And that's why they still not even cool to this day. Because niggas spent damn near 30 years because you wanted to be flamboyant. You know what I mean? But anyway, y'all know it's true. Salute the Big Meech, but you wasn't moving the right way. Y'all can sit up here and say,
they got arrested because of
if y'all think he was moving correctly, something is obviously wrong. And I'm not going to talk too much anymore.
Situation. Yeah. You feel me? Nothing. And his name.
Yeah, he was on the phone too.
On your paperwork. His name is in the paperwork, man. This woman testified. This woman testified in a court of law that she became a DEA informant to give Demetrius Flattery a time cut. You feel me? It don't get any clearer. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I know most niggas don't understand paperwork. So I mean, and that's crazy to me because you niggas call yourself street and you out in the streets, but you don't understand what these white folks are doing. That's crazy to me.
And I'm gonna attribute a lot of that to maybe they never dealt with the system, but that's what we here for, to educate them, I guess, on that, because all you got to do is follow the dots with this one, because that's when we bring up you, we have to bring up a guy by the name of Suarez.
Fidel Suarez met Demetrius Flattery in the county jail. He's a cartel member out of Los Angeles. Super good dude. Fidel beat the feds in trial and went home. But he exchanged information with Big Meech and was trying to help him. Whatever he needed, you know what I mean? Dude was down for that. Okay. So Big Meech and Tammy was initially trying to target Fidel. You feel me? So in the course of me and Tammy discussing Meech's movie rights and me seeking out a
all
deal
them cartel dudes are all right.
for a movie,
Just to let y'all know.
providing a script for a movie, the DEA got wind that I was in contact with Tammy, and they turned the investigation toward me.
And got
so that's why Fidel Suarez's name is in the paperwork.
Okay, and that make a lot of sense. And I guess kind of going back to that previous conversation, you were working on the script with MC Hammer's brother, trying to place what they showing now almost on Stars.
There you go. We was going to do a motion picture. We had a deal on the table from Lionsgate Films. MC Hammer's brother name is Louis Burrell. This is my guy. This is my nigga. It's a Bay nigga, but he's been out in L.A. and Hollywood forever.
Yeah, I did my research on him.
Yeah, that's my nigga. Super good dude. Been around forever. So I mean, he can contest all of this.
Wow. Yeah, it's a lot of sources out there that could confirm it, but really, if you paying attention and if you open your
we got Stan in the building. Stan, what you gotta say, bro, before we finish off the video?
What up, family? I'm just walking in. I'm a fly on the wall. I'm listening right now.
Yeah, let that play. They go get it all. Let them get it all, boy.
I got you.
Study.
I bet.
Open your eyes and reading the paperwork.
And another thing your audience need to know.
This call is from a federal prison.
When I do these interviews, people say, well, damn, Cuff, how you know Tammy didn't get in any trouble? Tammy Collins has never been in any trouble. She has never been charged with anything. She's not from the streets. She's not about the streets. Demetrius Fleury put her up to this.
Yeah.
So this is what the government testified to in court, that she's cooperating with the DEA to set Cuff up to give Demetrius Fleury a time cut. It doesn't get any simpler than this, man. You feel me?
Yeah, and that's mind-blowing in itself that somebody without a criminal record or, you know,
you be able to do this. Now, we know that you can work off your sentence and things of that sort that other red niggas do, but this is an individual who's never been in any type of trouble. She was a fucking secretary at some office or something in Atlanta. So she's not from the street. She's never been charged with anything.
Why are you not investing in tax liens? No, seriously. Why are you not investing into one of the most incredible real estate strategies that's the most passive and creates the highest rate of return? Now, I bet you're thinking, Brian, I don't even know what that is. And even if I did, I don't know how to do it. So 5 things I want to go over just quickly with you. The first thing about tax liens is it doesn't take a lot of money. The second one is, how do I find these tax lien certificates? We'll show you how to find them at our free training. You can do it right from your own house. The third one is, this is the safest place I have found to get double-digit rates of return. The reason that this strategy is so powerful is because...
Wow.
You feel me? So this shit was new to the judge that was overseeing this case. You know what I mean? So she said, wait a minute, let me make this make sense. You mean to tell me that you signed up to be a DEA informant to set a guy up to give a kingpin a time cut, and the government is okay with this? This is what the magistrate judge said in open court.
And now, briefly explain how that go into play with everything that happens with her and Keith Krummer. How that comes into play with your case.
Keith Krummer was the agent that started the case, but he tried to hide his hand. So the way that he hid his hand was he passed the case along to St. Louis DEA, who always had a bone to pick with me.
Okay.
So the reason why he hid the case and sent it down to the 8th Circuit, which is the St. Louis region, is because he had to try to hide his relationship. So the way that the relationship was brought to light was the Justice Department seized Tammy Cowan's phone. This is another thing that I found out, all the procedures that go and how you pay an informant and such and so forth. When they seized her phone, so once an informant completes his case and your guy's indicted, they have to turn over their phones and any other equipment of communication. Once that happened, they saw where she thought that she erased pictures and the text messages of her and Special Agent Keith Krummer. Pictures of them two in the bed naked. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Conversations conversations back and forth. The Justice Department stopped my case to investigate Tammy Collins and Special Agent Cromer, who was indicted and fired.
Oh, so he lost his job over that.
What? Yeah, that's criminal. Because you falsifying court sworn records.
Yeah, and I seen that shit went up. That shit went up some levels of court. That shit was like, it was almost like, I don't want to say was having Supreme Court hearings on that shit, but that shit went up past regular court level.
Yes, it's very serious.
Fair use. This is for educational entertainment purposes only.
Keith Cromer got fired over that, and how serious of a offense that was, and that pretty much re-triggered your case. That brought your case back to life.
Well, I ain't gonna say it brought my case back to life. This happened before my conviction. This happened during my prosecution.
All right, boy, you can try. Go ahead.
Well, she came into his life or whatever. As Sunset, she met Ruth Da Vinci. Then she wound up being the secretary. Then now the CEO and have the rights to, Demetrius' rights. But she was on a monthly payroll as well. After those convictions of Terry Wright, she was on a monthly payroll. And then, with the Meech case, this is how she met Keith Cromer. And I even have the case up. Let me get that out. Let me get that out the way. Hold on. Let me just show y'all those documents. It's like a 15-page. I'm not gonna go through all of that, but I just want to show you that here it is right here. Let me just show you. So this is it. It's more than 15 pages, but this is Cromer. Let me just read from right here. This is further told the OIG that she believed that the payment she received for her work and not because of her relationship with Cromer. But during her testimony in the whatever Frank's hearing, said she believed she was paid for work she did not perform, sex. She did not perform or whatever. Testified during the hearing that prior to being relocated for security reasons, other than participating in some meetings or attempted meetings, she did not know what work she did for the money she was paid by DEA Atlanta. She was just trying to lie, try to save her ass, try to save his ass. But this is absolutely the case. Let me find one. Let me see. It was something that I read earlier. So, matter of fact, right here. This okay. Because the DEA was doing their own investigation on Cromer. So that's how he got caught out there. Anyway, such and such told the OIG that she ended the relationship with Cromer at approximately the same time she relocated from her home. The move was necessary because targets of a DEA investigation discovered where she lived. Such and such said that in connection with the relocation, Cromer agreed to give her DEA funds of $2,500 per month for 12 months to reimburse her for the rent. Told the OIG that during this time period, Cromer became increasingly possessive of her and his behavior became increasingly erratic. She stated that Cromer began professing his love for her and telling her that he wanted to marry her and take her to whatever, Jamaica or some shit with him. This is crazy. And said she saw Cromer visit her such and such residence on multiple.
Big Meech hasn't done nothing yet. Keep that in mind. Keep going.
Cases told the OIG that Keith told her that Cromer said he was such and such married and that he wanted to move to whatever with him. Also said that after ended the relationship. Excuse me, goddamn, Mike. Cromer came to their residence and told the OIG that Cromer was at their residence between 3 and 5 days per week, and that on occasion he brought such and such Cromer with him. Said that on one occasion Cromer brought a college friend with him. Such and such, it's a lot of things redacted because Cromer wanted to introduce probably his to while together they discussed going to whatever, try to convince to go, blah, 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 all this shit. So he basically got fired and she got terminated by the DEA. This is a long docket transcript. So this is basically it. All right. And yeah, pretty much Keith made unjustified payments to DEA confidential sources, caused for statements to be made to justify the payments, and made false statements on documents related to the suitability of a CS. This matter originated with an allegation that the OIG initially referred back to the DEA, unless she had personal relationship.
All right, my bros on the panel, what y'all gotta say about that?
Yo, was Meech in general population when he was in jail?
That nigga was in medium security, and
it was okay. So
he was in max. Well, he wasn't in max. He's a medium, bro.
All right. Well, quick question, Jersey. Right? Is 50 Cent held accountable because he knew all this prior to, and now that Meech is over there with Rick, now he wants to expose it? Is he just as guilty? Because he been in cahoots with old girl.
All right. Let me say this real quick. For what I know, what I understand, they did the deal before that shit came out by Tammy Cowan's record. Once you do the contract, if you kind of redact from that contract, you can get sued.
No, but my point is for him, I get it, cool. I'm just saying for him to go this route now, that's kind of, it's kind of, you've been through all this.
Check this shit out, though. Check this out.
Very weird.
If I'm holding you that, if I'm doing what I'm doing for your son, it's not for you. But I'm holding you down. I'm keeping your secrets because I don't want us to mess up our money because it's too late now. I know now, but it's too late. I already got you in for 3 seasons already.
Yo, boy.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying why expose it now though? We already knew it. It's been out. My whole point is
because
your feelings are hurt.
No, once you sleep with the ops nigga, you ain't my man's no more, nigga.
Hey,
no, go ahead. I'll let bro speak.
Then we had this conversation prior to this about how people was going to look at it, about whether 50 Cent knew anything about this broad being a snitch. I mean, once again, y'all, let's keep it real. We talking about millions and millions of dollars. Is 50 Cent held responsible to stop this whole BMF series and the money that could be made off of this? Because now he finds out that this broad is a rat, because technically it doesn't have anything to do with 50 as far as any street codes or anything like that, because he's not involved with it on that level. So I don't know when 50 was made aware that this chick
but
was
street
a
niggas
rat.
don't look at it like that.
Fuck street credit. Street cred don't pay no bills.
Right,
I'm talking about just in reality. Like, why would he put the rat emoji and all that up there now?
Because
like
they're going through beef.
No, I understand that, bro. But my hope, like you just said, there's money on the table, millions and millions of dollars. You get on come room like, all right, now why do street politics?
But it doesn't matter to any of them. This is what we doing, or what the people is hearing and what they want on the internet. But we talking about realistically, you know what I'm saying? Whether 50 found out later, afterwards, or whatever. Listen to what Cuff was just saying. Cuff was talking about, we had a deal for a whole movie. See, Born ain't finished playing it, but it's good that we stop in between so that, we can make our opinions or statements on what was said. But the man was saying that they already had a deal that was on the table to do a whole documentary on this BMF thing prior to 50 stepping in the game. So I'm not vouching and saying, 50 knew. It's not a point of whether he should have continued on with doing it. We just bringing up the point to the people, like y'all going to say that 50 was associated with a rat, and what responsibility does 50, play in this whole little thing? And from my personal opinion, 50 don't play no role in this whatsoever, other than it being the money part of it. Now this chick comes out, she finds out, and this is why I wanted Born to play this so that we could see the whole play. You know what I'm saying? Before any of this went down, because from what he's reading and what he's saying, he's showing y'all the whole connection of how everything went down, from the cartel dude that he met in jail that beat his case, went home, and was still loyal and had a relationship with with um with Big Meech. Now Big Meech is thinking, yo, is it any type of way? We don't know. They telling you she was a regular broad, she was a secretary for them, and now where does the play come in that this broad decides that she want to work to help with Big Meech's case?
Well, basically,
Is
it
we
goes,
gonna leave that
who
part out?
benefits, who benefits from it? Why would she did not no reason to get in bed with the feds? But I'm not
Not
even
not
talking about
not
that.
unless not unless Meech is making a play, and you're
Of
going to
course,
see
that's
further
my point.
on
That's my
down the
point.
line.
That's
And,
my
and this
point.
is what I'm saying. People have selective rat things. The majority of the people that's out here right now, they don't want this whole figure of Big Meech being who he is to become a rat. You understand?
They
But
want to be
But hold on,
compromised.
right,
Hassan Campbell said the best idea I've heard thus far with this whole situation. He said you don't get them back by doing the rat emojis and all that, right? He said technically you get them back same way he put it on the big screen, right? He said, "Yo, the only way you really get them back if you truly trying to get even." He said, "You let the whole shit play out. You don't cancel the series. You let it play out, and then at the end, you let it play out at the end the same way it's playing out right now. In real life, like okay, this is how he is. You get what I'm saying? Imagine that if it played
that,
out like
that,
that.
that, that's a
That's
that's
why
a
50's
that's a
playing
good
damage
one.
control.
That's a good
That's why
one
50's playing
if
That's
you're
damage
not
control.
dealing
crazy,
with
right?
50.
That's crazy.
Well,
That's a good
listen.
one if you're
50 made
not dealing with
150
50.
million and gave Meech crumbs for that series.
Well, I mean, at the
Take
end of the
that.
day, I don't think Meech is hurting for no money. They never caught him with no money anyway. He ain't like they took millions of dollars from. I'm quite sure he got something in the
Exactly.
cup.
When the boss,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, exactly.
But
And
the real deal is, I don't
how
think they
much
fuck with 50 like that.
did Ross give Big Meech when he came home? Nobody knows
Ross probably
what
washed
was
some
No, but
money. You never
underneath
realistically,
know.
think
the
about it,
table.
bro. He was a multi, damn near billionaire, and they didn't catch it with no money. You get what I'm saying? So chances are, his money laying around. My whole point is this:
Yeah.
I don't think
First
they
of all,
fuck with 50.
Ross ain't got a nigga no more than 100,000, bro.
Yeah, but my thing, I don't think they fuck with 50 in the first place for Terry to deal with Preem's son, and you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
It's
facts.
something, you know what I'm saying?
They mad at 50 because when 50 was popping heavy in 2003, 50 wouldn't fuck with them niggas. 50 went back to him. He's like, yo, I'm
And
not messing with you.
y'all New Yorkers got a sour reputation.
I'm
Y'all
from
got
New
a sour
Jersey. I'm from
reputation
New
with
Jersey.
everybody.
I'm from New Jersey, bro. I'm from North Jersey.
No, I know
Originally
where
New
you from. I
Jersey.
was just in Newark. Go ahead. I had to get my dog C-section out there.
It
I'm
ain't
from New
about
Jersey, bro.
it ain't about the money and none of that. When it come to Meech want that feeling back. He want that feeling when he can step in the club and that same anybody know when you go to jail and all that. It's certain things that you know either you visualize yourself being when you come home, or certain things that you did that you like, damn, I just can't wait to have that feeling again.
Right
He
in the
want that
jack.
feel. Yeah, he want that feeling back with him coming to a whole new era. You got newer rappers and stuff like that. He want to be at the stand of them clubs. It's all about the spotlight. Meech was heavy on the spotlight. And as
So,
far as the money thing, my whole thing is this: regardless if Meech still got money and all of that, when you was down, your son needed that money that 50 gave him. Because at the end of the day, Lil Meech wouldn't have been so excited about that opportunity that he had. Because we all know Lil Meech, before he got on that show, he was trying to be a rapper. It wouldn't take off.
right.
Meech wasn't
And hold
obviously
on, and
able to
Rick
put
Ross,
that much money
bro,
behind him to take the
hold on.
stuff off.
Yo,
So
bro. And Rick Ross didn't give him no wing stops, or he inside Maybach Music. So fuck Rick Ross.
facts. And we
So
gotta
if it's
remember,
about street code, then I mean, if we all know Rick Ross was a CEO, if y'all going by them codes and all that, so
it's nothing wrong with a CO because it's
no
COs
question.
that
I'm not
yeah,
knocking it. I don't agree with it. Period. I'm just saying
yeah.
at the end of the day, but you know what
Bro.
everybody talking about.
3 years ago, Lil Meech took Rick Ross's daughter to the prom, you know?
Hey,
But look,
It's a relationship.
did y'all know that they saying also that Rick Ross took that job as a CO
he was
because
a
them
horse. He
cats,
was
the
a
Booby
horse.
Boys was locked up or
No,
whatever,
that's
and
bullshit. That's
I'm
bullshit.
just saying, boy, whether
No,
it's bullshit or not,
Listen to this,
we
bro.
gotta
Listen to this, bro.
entertain
Listen
all
to
of
this,
it.
bro. Listen to this, bro. I'm gonna tell you something, bro. I was one of the biggest dope boys in Elizabeth, New Jersey, bro. And niggas I played ball with was COs. I played ball with them in high school, and they went to college. They came, they was COs, bro. And them niggas was shook as hell, bro. They didn't care about how much pull I had in Elizabeth, bro, in Union County. The niggas was shook to do certain things, bro. So Rick
I mean,
Ross
think
will
about it.
get
He
that
took a
shit.
whole nigga's
no.
identity. He took the real Rick Ross identity. Like, so we all know it's entertainment for us
I don't.
adults. Adults, we know it's entertainment. But of
I,
course, they're gonna spin it to say, "Oh, you got a plug and all." My whole point is, all that street shit. It's out the window. At the end of the day, like bro says, business. Why would
Yeah.
50? Why would 50 say, I'm in the show
Blue Da Vinci
because
brought that Tommy Cohen's chick around.
Jay
You
Z
feel me?
got Desiree, and then, you know what I'm saying, and Rock Nation is flourishing.
Yo, boy, play the rest
I'll
of the
wait.
tape
I'll
though,
wait.
so they can hear
Yeah.
some more of it and we can elaborate on it.
Don't Jay-Z got Desiree?
Relationship with Kruma, which involved daily contact in person or by phone, sexual contact on 7 or 8 occasions, and personal travel with him. Further alleged that Kruma used his official government vehicle to take her on dates. Okay, Blue Da Vinci brought her around. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he brought her around, and somehow she became a secretary, then became the CEO. I don't know how. Did she seduce Big Meech? Did she give him the pussy? I'm pretty sure she probably did, because your man smashing that. Like, how you make it a CEO? I don't know. Something had to happen. But
Well,
let
Meech
me
said
see
we hit
something.
them all. Didn't he
You
say
know what
we
I
hit
mean?
them all?
I've been here. Okay, let's go to Blue Da Vinci too. Let's go right here, real quick. Everybody, if you haven't hit that like button, man, please hit the like button. Shout out to Cam Capone. This is from 2 days ago.
If you don't have an automated trading system, I can set one up for you in less than 3 days. In the world of digital currencies, where markets operate 24/7, the ability to quickly adapt and seize opportunities is paramount. That's where the power of automation comes into play. Imagine a trading system that works tirelessly on your behalf, analyzing market data, identifying trends, and executing trades with precision, even while you sleep.
So in 2017, we on the phone like normal, regular conversation one night. And then my homeboy that was with me, he was like, Tone Bird, he from BMF too. Tone was like, ask Big Homie, what's up with the movie with 50? Like, what's going on with him from New York? I had to use my New York accent. Yo, what's going on with the 50 Cent movie? So I'm like, oh, yo, Meech, what's up with the movie, with the TV show? Like, where y'all at with that? He like, oh man, it's almost done. The contract almost done. It's almost done. We're gonna be starting. They're gonna be, starting to cast it or whatever, right? He's like, I just gotta wait to holler at Tammy before, you know what I'm saying, I know where we at with that. And Tammy is a government informant. So when he said that, I was like, Tammy, what you mean, Tammy? Like, you ain't heard what's going on with her? And they were like, shit, nigga, I heard some shit, but whatever it is, that shit ain't got shit to do with me.
Yeah,
And he was like, man, I'm gonna hit you back.
3 strikes.
Like, all right, that's the last time I ever talked to him.
So what is ClickUp? ClickUp is an all-in-one productivity software where you can manage everything and anything related to.
Next time I ain't even talked to him. Next time my cousin talked to him and said that he was trying to get on the phone with me while I'm getting into it with Lil Meech. Lil Meech came into one of the stores that I was working with, one of the exotic rental stores, to rent a car one time, and was talking shit, start talking crazy shit about me, nigga. And my son was in there working at the time too. I'm gonna have my son whoop his ass and let the kids lock up. You know what I'm saying? I was mad as a, but you know, all this shit just ended up stemming from a whole nother situation that was surrounding me that was going on and shit.
So,
You want to pull up some paperwork? You want me to show you how to pull up some paperwork?
So you're talking about Tammy Cowens, right?
Yeah, Tammy Cowan.
Okay, now
She's a co-producer of the BMF Stars TV show.
Okay, and you're saying that she's an informant.
Definitely, 100%.
Okay.
She's been an informant since 2009.
Okay, so I'm on the page right now.
Yeah, it's 32
And
pages or something.
I'm on the first page, and now it says, United States of America versus plaintiff, and it says, Donnie Gatlin, Timothy.
Dion Gatlin. Shout out
Dion
Cuff.
Gatlin.
Shout out Cuff. That's my Cuff. Dion Gatlin. Yeah, he's one of the first defendants. Yeah.
Okay.
St. Louis Project. What's happening?
Let's just click on it. Where did it go?
So can you kind of break down this paperwork for me and how?
Yo, what I want to know is though, between us, how is Dion Cuffy still dealing with this nigga right here? We all know this nigga took the same plea that Big Meech allegedly took.
I thought he took a proffer or something like that. I don't know.
Proffer. Meech,
I don't know the term.
all that shit proffer. How can we listen to this nigga? He took a proffer agreement.
And that's my whole point. Now now he pulled Cuffy out the woodwork. My thing is this though, bro, is us as grown men, right? What will we tell our kids? What will we tell our kids? That's the $1 million question.
Yo, bro, with me?
I feel like the thing with that is, at the end of the day, when you coming from the streets, you idolize people that they make these movies about, that they make these shows about. They even glorify them on documentaries, on the news, that these guys made millions and millions and millions of dollars off the streets. So you got somebody like Meech that had that reputation. So with him coming home, he's coming home and trying to enjoy the fruits of his labor. If I was a millionaire, I'm back. The king is back with that attitude now. So when these people be putting them on blast as far as them telling and stuff, that should be showing the youth that obviously it's not all as cracked up to be. He got
I don't
all
think
them
I don't
years.
think the youth see it like that, bro. I don't think the youth see it like that.
Yeah, the youth never. I feel like the youth never gonna get it, but the youth don't care. It's a different day and time now. They telling left and right anyway. I
Well,
think
I
it's
mean,
just
at the end of the day, half the niggas who scream that snitch shit never even been in the street. Because, coming up, a snitch was always, if we do a crime together, I get caught, I tell on you. Nowadays,
Hold on, bro. Well, let me ask you something real quick.
What?
This nigga bitch, not big, bitch Meech came home. Where's Blue Da Vinci? That nigga quiet in his church mouth.
he was quiet just before he came home too. His last interview probably was like 4 or 5, probably 6 months before.
6 months ago.
Home.
6 months ago, yeah.
Well, he still got his car rental business in Miami, right? Ain't that,
Hey yo, I seen the other Capone joint, and Da Vinci was giving up some credible things as far as his attachment to the case. They never attached it Blue with any of the drugs or anything, and Blue went in depth to his whole career with rapping and everything. So Blue was explaining more in that video that the feds didn't have him involved on that thing right there because of the fact that he was doing more of the whole industry thing for them. Brother,
And not to mention, Blue got caught a year later, but he did tell him what $1 million was in the limo. Remember?
See, so this is what I'm saying, right?
I read the book. My fault, y'all. I read the book.
I read the book too. My cousin was in the book.
Okay, we got a lot of thin lines when it comes to breaking down who's a rat,
$1 million
who's
question,
not
man.
a rat, what part did they play in the actual case that they was involved with. And your brothers is making good points about what we put out there and how the youth perceive it. At this time, in this stage, they don't perceive it any way that they want to, because quite obvious, this is things that been going on. If it wasn't for Meech and all of them, then you got the rappers that come behind that, the Young Thugs, the situation that Little Dirt and all of them is involved with, and that's letting you know that they not paying attention to what's really going on. And what's really going on is that they don't want young blacks with no type of millions and millions of dollars, and for their mentality to change, because all of this shit is about economics. I don't care how much philosophy, whatever you got that's going on, if you ain't got the money to be able to change people's conditions that's not eating, they moms is high off of drugs all the time and everything else, they not putting back into the community what they should be putting back. They putting it around their neck. They putting it around their fingers. They using it to send out hits. They doing all the things that they want them to do. I used to read a joint when I was locked up in the Morris Science Temple, right? And it was called KKK gangbanging, right? And I used to read it to them because the KKK said, yo, the gangs, y'all in accord with everything that we did. Matter of fact, y'all killing more of each other than we killed y'all, lynching y'all on the trees.
Absolutely.
It's the mindset, is what they want to promote. And we get caught up in all of these
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Preach.
about everything that's going on, but we not looking at the reality. We not looking at why they coming. Yeah, niggas that done did shit like since when it became a thing about you see a fly broad, y'all hook up and y'all fly her in, and now all of a sudden it's sex trafficking. All of this shit is bigger than what we see, because once they
Cuddy,
wake
can I give you a quick jewel? Can I give you a quick jewel real quick? If y'all know who the brother Duck, what was his name? If y'all ever seen the movie Cadillac Records, R. Kelly's not locked up for rape. He's locked up for the same thing they got what's the
Exactly,
dude?
the man act. Talk about it. If we
Yes,
gonna
come
talk
on, we're
about it,
gonna
we
talk
gotta
big
break it
boy
all
talk. Let's
down
talk
now.
big boy talk.
Yo, come
He's
on
taking
now.
pussy
yo,
across state lines.
before you
State
go,
lines. That
you know where that
Chuck
starts?
Berry. They replaced Chuck Berry with Elvis. And all Chuck Berry was doing was banging a whole bunch of white women, but he was taking them across state lines. And they said, yo, we're gonna get rid of Chuck because Chuck had his business in order.
Let me just give you the foundation to that, and then you can continue. It all starts with Jack Johnson, the boxer.
Hello,
Him and the white woman. That's where they got with that law, because he was so arrogant, nobody could beat him. And he's riding around in a car where a black man ain't even supposed to have a car with a fine ass white woman. That's where they made up that white sex trafficking. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, and don't forget, that's where the whole analogy of King Kong came from too. The movie King Kong is the picture.
Get out of here! Get out of here! I never do that.
Yeah, you got to think about King Kong, this big monkey on top of this damn building with the white woman. That was the whole thing of Jack Johnson, where they portrayed him and made him that. That's where the whole movie, that King Kong thing, was spawned from.
Well, watch
So what they did with Jack Johnson, no, that was systematically. Yeah, you know, they set that up. We can't compare R. Kelly's situation to that.
Well, no, brother.
I disagree
What we
I
trying to say?
disagree
What
when
we
I be
trying to
hearing
say
people
is
say that.
It's by design, is what they're saying, bro. Like we
Right.
get it. R. Kelly might be dead wrong. Puffy might
Yeah.
be dead wrong. What I'm trying to say is, when you get too big, like they hit Bill Cosby, that oil under his land in Massachusetts, he didn't want to sell. Puffy tried to go against,
Right.
that corporation that had the liquor. $1 billion. Fucking Kanye went against Adidas with the whole. You get what I'm saying? When you get too big,
I get what you're saying.
it's like individualists. We'll let you make a lot of money, but the moment you want to help your people, like Dirk got a shahada, I guess, and you start to wake up and. No, we're gonna take you down now. But when you was, talking all that shit to raps and going polluting the airwaves, we got you.
But that's because Dirk ain't wake up till
Me-
it was already
Big
hot.
facts.
Like it
Big
was
Remember,
facts.
already
remember
hot.
Bill. Remember Bill Cosby also wanted to buy NBC.
Yes,
Remember
and he had
Bill
that
Cosby
oil. He
wanted
had
to
that
buy
oil under his crib in
NBC.
Yep.
Massachusetts.
And the oil. Yep. Yep.
Michael Jackson beef was
Speak
he
on
ain't
it.
want to give up the Beatles catalog. Like
Yes,
we ain't
he was buying
justifying that
Sony,
these
right?
dudes might be none because once you reach those levels, it's always involved with some sexual deviant or whatever. That's what
Well,
all
the
is. Well, they
easiest way to
want
get
all
you
this
there, use a woman. Sam Cooke,
right,
Sam Cooke, Sam
Illuminati,
Cooke,
whatever they
Sam
want to
Cooke.
come
They had
with.
a black
You
woman say,
gotta
"Oh, he
sell your
shot him in the
soul some
hotel."
type of way.
Sam Cooke was the first one. You get what I mean?
Yep. They don't like uppity Negroes. You know what I'm talking
Well,
about?
no, what it is we'll
Yeah.
give you some money, but the moment
Let's
you try
talk
to
it.
reach back and help your people, no, even with Suge and them, I heard Suge and them was trying to start their own distribution deal with Suge, Jay Prince, and Irv Gotti, and they had Jay-Z in there, and they said Jay went back and told or something, and now look, he's a billionaire now. You get what I'm from? And then everybody else went down.
Let's go outside the country and deal with Omar Gaddafi before we get back. Once he started talking about that African, we
Yes.
make our own bank and everything else. Yo, you got to
Yeah.
get out of
He's
here.
Back
trying to
it
give
by
Black
gold.
You
Back
Americans
got
$1
it
you
by
billion.
got to
gold.
get
We're
out
going
of
to back
here.
it by
And
gold. Yep.
5 million.
So
Remember?
we just got to
Yeah.
keep it real. Like
Speak on
we
it.
ain't justifying for none of these people actions. And this is why we always say power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. There's no way around it when you get in a certain positions. You know what I'm saying? Either you gonna go with what's been to get down, but anytime you decide to go against the grain and no longer want to be a slave, their slavery is different than ours. It's on those type of levels, and we'll give you a couple of 100 million. We'll even make you a
As long as you
billionaire.
don't help your people.
But
As long as you don't help
but
your
once
people.
but once you say, yo, I want my own shit, I want to do it my own way. I don't want you to feed me the crumbs,
Big
because that
facts.
is the crumbs.
Big
When they
facts.
making trillions and you getting 1 billion,
Mm-hmm.
you getting crumbs. So
This
when
this
you
is why
say,
they love a Floyd Mayweather. This is why they love Floyd. Like, go ahead, spend your money, dummy.
when it get on those levels right there, it's a whole difference. And my thing is about it, right? Is I can have all the morals and the principles, I always was taught, or I put it in my paraphrase, you know what I'm saying? That when we talk about sins and whatever, I always put temptation at the top of the list. And the reason why I put temptation at the top of the list is because we can all say what we won't do and how we self-righteous and
I
everything.
get you.
But
I get you.
now when you get on that level, and you start to get exposed to women all over the universe, think it's a big difference. We jump in a car and may ride from state to state. They jump in a plane and ride from country to country. So I don't know nothing about their reality, but I know mine. And so I would say it like this, right? Not that I'm a pedophile or anything or would ever think about dealing with any young woman underage. But guess what? I don't want to work in no teenage or female youth house. And the reason why I'm saying that, because it ain't gotta be me. You got young chicks that been turned out since they were 7 or 8 years old.
And they
And the
praying on
only
you.
thing
I've
that
done
they
that.
know how to
I've done that.
do is to prey on a man through sex. So now if you don't give her what she want, now she go back and say, oh, he sexually harassed me. He did this. He did that. So you got to know your own boundaries on yourself. and we got to constantly deal with those two dualities on our show. Like
Hold
Lamar
on, but
said.
champ, this is why these discussions are so powerful, right, Jersey? This is why these discussions are so powerful because instead of focusing on the bullshit, this is the shit we should focus on because at the end of the day, yeah, they'll use our system to bring us down. You know what I'm saying? Not just saying, you know what I'm saying? The first one would do, a woman, think about it. These women can come from 50 years ago and say, oh, you did this to me, you did that to me, and did no accountability when they lying. You get where I'm coming from? And then at the end of the day, now our sisters are saying, oh, we don't need no man. That's the only one they pushing that narrative on is our sisters. You get what I'm saying? That came from the civil rights movement, etc. They trying to be like the white, it's by design. You know what I mean? And now, granted, the black man was pushed out, mass incarceration, all this, etc., drugs, all that. Now our sisters are educated, they going to school, getting their degrees, yada yada yada. They're the most educated in the country. But now they're telling the sisters, you don't need no man. You don't need this. You get what I'm saying? And that's trickling down with the kids, and now they'll fall into that agenda. Oh, it's what you identify as. You can identify as a rabbit. And you welcome from it. Mama's not gonna disown their kids.
Yo, bro, I just want to interject this with you, and this is what we talk about eras and time frames, right? Now, I grew up with my mom's on welfare and everything from the 60s and so forth, right? I can remember a time when the social worker was coming to my house, and not my mom's, but most of them, if they had a man living in their house, they had to hide the shoes,
Of
they
course,
had to
and that goes
hide
on this day.
everything.
Go ahead.
You couldn't have an ironing board. It was
Facts.
everything. So ever since slavery, they have gave our woman a certain amount of economical power, or at least to make it seem like they're taking care of them, so that the black man will always be less inside of his
Emasculating them. Yes.
household. You understand what I'm saying? And now it's went further because, like y'all say, a career woman, she does not value the essence of having a black man in her household and raising her children with them, because once again, everything is based on economics. So now if my woman make more money than me, instead of her coming, together with me and let me guide our family, you know what I'm saying? She gonna throw up in my face all the time. Oh, nigga, you ain't shit. You don't make this amount of money. You don't do this. You don't do anything. Like you said, it's the demasculization of the black man. It's the separation of the black man from his family. This is the reason why we got all our young black males out in the street doing what they doing right now, because we have been separated from them due to mass incarceration and
Yeah.
all these other things that they have done to weaken our community, along with, you know what I'm saying, the way our sisters think. They got to understand, and we got to get back to what we was on, but these is all topics, right? I'm going to give y'all one example, right? In 1863, the Manson Proclamation was actually written and formed. It wasn't utilized in 1865, right? But also in 1863, you had the Daughters of the American Revolution come up with what you call the marriage code contract. Why did they come up with that contract? Because white women were dissatisfied with white men just being able to take off and not be obligated to their family. Example,
So
if they
basically,
would,
we took on their fight. That civil rights movement took on their fight. Is that what you? That's what you're implying, right?
what I'm implying, right, is that the marriage
Yo, hold
code.
on 1 second. Watch your headset real quick. Watch your headset. Hold on 1 second. Check this shit out.
I agree. So, we'll just let it be told when the story gets told. Yeah, and I'm only going to stick to the truth and keep it pushing, right?
That's it. That's all it is.
I agree. That's unfortunate, right? Yeah. It really is, but I agree. So,
Sounds bitter. Unfortunate, right? What's unfortunate? You ratting? Yeah.
Yo, y'all go ahead, yo. I just want to let you hear that.
Let me just finish with the relation of what I was saying to that, right? The marriage code contract, and we all men, I don't know how many of y'all that's married, you know, but in the
Yeah, I'm
nation, we
married.
was against
I
that.
will bet my last
We
dollar
all
none of us
married.
are. I'll bet my
My,
last dollar none of us are.
right. Okay.
I'm
So what
married.
I'm saying is to
Born is
y'all, right,
married.
is that we know that under the marriage code contract, right, if you get a house, you do all of this, you play the ball, you make the hundreds of millions or whatever, that when it comes time for the divorce game, right, she gonna get automatically half or whatever. Most of the assets or whatever you have attained, it's got to go to her. If you got money, that's okay. But how many of us might have created something under that contract with us and our woman, and now she decided to divorce us? She keep everything, and the next man is coming in there driving those fine cars that you got, laying in that bed that you got. So what I'm saying is to the
I mean, if
essence
she helped you
that
get it, you got to give her half. You know.
right.
Hold on. I got one for him when he finished. I got one for you. Go ahead when you finish, bro.
Okay, what I'm saying is to the essence of that all these systems are designed to keep us down for the simple fact that under those contracts that the white woman had to create, that our black women are not willing to deal with us from a polygamous, perspective. Whereas if you got 5 women, you know what I'm saying? It ain't about you having 5 women or you married or obligated to them, that you got 5 different, vaginas that you could go into. But say you got those 5 women and they on the real right plane, because this is the thing that we did in so-called Africa or whatever. You got 4 women that go out and work, you know what I'm saying, and bring the income back to the family. You got 1 woman that take care of the kids and the babies
It takes
and
a village.
nurture
It
them,
takes a
right?
village. You moving the goalpost, bro. You moving the goalpost.
So now after 4 or 5 years, we done saved up $250,000 to go create our own business. Out of them 5 women, I'm going to take the woman that's best qualified with what she about to do. So say one of my 5 women are a great, spectacular cook. We going to open up a restaurant and we going to get money off of that. And then after we get money off of that, my other, wife, she's great at crocheting or making clothes or whatever. We going to open up another business. So this is
Hey,
how
yo,
we create
Can
wealth
I chime in,
and
bro?
keep it in our own
I want to put them
community.
on.
But go ahead, brothers. I just
Yo,
wanted
check
to
this out, y'all.
put that out there.
I just called my aunt right now. I was telling you, my cousin Gary Hill, Soup. He was a part of him and BMF had the same connect back in the day. He just came home. So just called my aunt so she could get me in contact with him.
What do you think about Meech? Entirely of Meech.
Meech is he's a desert gobbler. That's what that nigga is. He's a desert gobbler.
I think more so with the whole Meech thing, bro. That's what they want us to represent. You know what I'm saying? That whole blow money fast. You only live once and give all your money to the jeweler, and fast cars. No, that's the narrative they want to push. But what the brother was saying with that thing earlier about the women and all that, I just want to chime in on that real quick, right? Let's talk reality now. Reality, let's say 70% of us aren't married. For the couple of you guys in here that are, congrats. But I mean, most marriages, 50% divorce rate in America, right? Now think about when it comes to our community, the women, they earn significantly more than the average black male. You get what I'm saying? Not the 1% that make over 100,000, et cetera, right, bro? So what I'm saying to you is the thing they're pushing is more so, okay, you got this money, we giving you this money, we gave you this education. Now you don't need no man. Basically, so you can't procreate. Or if the black man is with you, you know, I'm not gonna build with him because you know he ain't on my level, etc., etc. So they looking for this 1% guy. That's why Kevin Samuel was so powerful because he was putting their ass in their place.
Exactly. Yo, boy, did you lose your spot on that video?
Nah, bro. I second the spot of the video, bro. I'm not yet brothers build or destroy, man.
Thank you, Born. Thank you. And another topic I wanted to get on with us brothers. Now that we got to, you know, something else I wanted to bring up. Now I didn't learn this lesson until I moved to Massachusetts, Boston. I'm from Baltimore. Baltimore's an all-black city. You know what I mean? It's not as diverse as Boston, right?
Get that bread, nigga. I know.
You hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
All right, so one thing I learned coming up here, right, and this is another topic that was big on the internet. I don't know if you hit it, Jersey, what they was talking about who created, you know, hip hop, et cetera, et cetera. Whereas though when it comes to us, we foundational Black Americans, we got to love each other, man. Like this is what I'm saying. It's so important. We so quick to tear each other down when it comes to certain shit. Like we allow others to intercept. They come in, boom, boom, boom. And I didn't learn this, so I heard my homeboy Caribbean. I'm not knocking him out, you know, my guy, but he said, "Yo, we were taught different." He said, "Yo, when we came here, we were taught stay away from Black Americans. They ain't no good. They lazy. This, that, and the third." You know, and that fucked my head up. I'm like, "Fuck you mean Black Americans? I thought we all was black." You know, you hear people speak other languages or their patois, or you know where I'm coming from. And that shit threw me for a fucking loop. But now I get it. And my biggest thing is this is why I'm so deep on, you know, empowerment. You know what I'm saying? Instead of us tearing each other down, it's empowerment. We got to have these real conversations.
This now, nigga, really can't really talk about this.
Yeah.
Brothers in jail, they kill each other on the street, then they go to jail. They got to be homeboys because it's strength in numbers. You get what I'm saying? Am I tripping?
No, you right on, bro. You right on the head with that.
So do you think the guys in the jail could make more of a difference? Let's just say the shot callers or the OGs in the jail. Like, yeah, you come in here for some bullshit, we fucking you up.
See, you know what you said is that, and this is what I'm saying again, man. And I tell Born every time that we build, you know, from my perspective, right? The old can't do without the young, and the young can't do without the old. And the reason why I state that is because taking it back to the jail environment, you know, when I was going in or whatever, you still had a lot of those older brothers that was locked up. You know what I'm saying? From the Black Panther era or
Okay,
whatever.
the
You know what I'm
them
saying?
type of guys.
So they taught, you know, the revolutionary aspect. Us, the 5%ers, they be trying to leave us out of the whole hip hop creation, but we the fathers to that. They would have never got the B-boy stance. That was us standing on the square. They would have never got the cipher without seeing the brothers in the cipher building. So what the powers that be, they took the conscious rap music and everything and they deaded it once they seen how the music controls the people. Like we always say, music calms the savage beast. But if you playing music that is of savage music, then it's gonna bring more savagery out of you. So
wasn't the devil was the best singer, wasn't he? He had the best voice and
right. So at the end of the day, we always dealing with subliminal seduction. You know what I'm saying? So they put those things out there, and in the prison system right now, all you got, look at all the channels that's up on YouTube where and I have no problem with them coming home from jail and having another outlet to make money other than, you know what I'm saying, gang banging. But most of those platforms is promoting that because inside the penitentiary, you don't have the 5%ers or the Muslims or whatever that's in charge or instill respect where those old timers that was around that would give you the necessary mental tools to leave out of the belly of the beast and come back home and not want to go back into your community and participate in the same death and destruction, because it makes no sense for these young boys to be able to get. We don't have no justification for what we did, but when the crack era and all that came around, we never seen money like that before.
Absolutely,
The money was
absolutely.
controlled by the Nickies and all that. And back then, they just didn't take no packs of dope and hand it out to no 9 or 10-year-old kid in the
First
street
off, you wasn't
and give them
certified. You couldn't even hustle out there. I get you.
and give them a gun. And see, this is why, by me being around and watching all of these phases take place, you know, I was gun running, all that. But now we got a whole different thing where